Okay, ladies, are you back? If you're not back, come back. If you want to.
No pressure.
I'm ready if you're ready. Let's see, I'll take that over there for now. All right, come on into the side of your chair. Make sure you have room for your sun salutations. Find that grounding down through the feet. Just begin to soften around your eyes and jaw. Lightly shifting into the feet, back and forth. Feel into the four corners, lightly rolling into the balls of the feet and heels. Lightly lift the toes, centering your weight a little bit closer to the heels, and then lightly placing your toes back down to the earth. Lightly pull the belly button in towards the spine. Light arch to the lower back, gazing forward. Roll the shoulders up, back, and let them drop down. Press down through the fingertips. Inhale, coming up overhead. And exhale, start to bring it into heart center. Inhale, bringing hands up. And begin a swan dive down. Inhale, half up. Exhale, down. Reverse swan dive up to the top. Feel the palms press together. Exhale, bring it into heart center. Feel that pause. Inhale. And see how long you can take your swan dive down, flat back into the hamstrings, and then release the back, release the neck. Inhale, half up, gaze lightly forward. Exhale, down. Reverse swan dive, inhaling up to the top. And exhale to heart center. Inhale. And swan dive down. Inhale, half up. Exhale, down. Reverse swan dive up to the top. Intertwine the fingers and press the fist up towards the ceiling. And come into a side bend, lightly pulling into one arm, open through the side body, gaze lightly up. Breathe into it. And bring it on up and other side. And coming on up, press the palms together, exhale, bring it into heart center, and release the hands. Come into the back of your chair. Making sure you have room to step backwards, taking the hands to the chair, and begin stepping back. L shape through the body, press the hips towards the back of the room, light arch to the lower back as you lower the head. Settle down into it. And press the hands a little deeper into the chair for a bigger opening. Light bend to the knees. Press the palms into the chair to slowly make your way back up to standing. Press down through the hands. Inhale, bringing hands up overhead. Exhale into heart center. Palms to the chair and stepping back. Press the hips towards the back of the room and come down into it. And breathe. Light bend into the knees, press into the palms to walk your way back up to standing. Press down through the hands, inhale, up overhead. Exhale into heart center. And one more, hands to chair, walking back. Press the hips towards the back of the room as you lower the head. Coming in a little deeper and breathe. Deep bend into the knees and press into the palms to walk back up. Press down through the hands. Inhale, coming up overhead. And exhale into heart center. And release your hands down to the chair. Come arm's length away from the chair. We're going to come into a warrior three. Bring the left foot on in center. Unlocked through the knee, and begin to rotate that right leg back extended as you lean into the chair. If this feels nice and stable, you can extend your arms into a full warrior or stay right there with palms to chair. Steady yourself with your breath. And follow the breath coming back up to standing. Roll the knee into 90 degrees and get light through the fingertips. Or release them from the chair. And release the foot on down. Bring the right foot in center, arms length for the chair, unlocked through the knee, and begin to float that left leg back, extended into warrior three. Taking the neck to a neutral position, and see if you can get lighter through your hands or extend them out front. And follow the breath, roll it in, knee to 90 degrees, ground down through that right foot, pressing into the big toe, and get light through the hands against the chair, or bring them forward, or wherever feels good. And extend. And release the foot on down. Come to a seated position to the chair. Bring a golf ball with you. More important that you see my feet than my head. Take the golf ball down to the floor and placing it to the bottom of the left foot. Just begin lightly rolling across the foot, waking up the sole of the foot. Starting off just nice and gentle. Begin exploring around, approaching it with curiosity. See if you can find any areas that need a little more attention today, finding any tenderness. Before we really work those points, let's come in a little bit deeper. Press deeper into the ball, doing long kneading actions through the whole arch of the foot, lightly changing the position. And lightly roll the knee in so you can get the inside of the arch. one back in. Come back into one of the areas of your foot that you found a little tenderness. Place the ball over that spot. We're going to take our hands folded over the knee and very gently begin applying a little deeper pressure into the ball. See if you can get that ball centered right over that tenderness and press in comfortably deep. And take 3 long breaths. And come lightly off that pressure and create just a little movement over that tender spot. And moving on away from it, roll the whole bottom of the foot vigorously. I say whole bottom, but I really mean the arch. And you can choose whether you're going to come back into that same tender spot or find another. Center the ball over. Folding the hands and gently putting a little more pressure down onto it. Controlling it. You can come in comfortably deep and settle into it. And 3 long breaths. Easing up that pressure, little movement, massage over that tenderness. And release that. Take the ball under the big toe. And you can use your left heel over the top of it to put a little pressure under the knuckle of the big toe. You can press your foot into it a little bit to get kind of to the top of the ball of the foot. And move that on over under the next 2 toes. See if you can grasp onto the ball. You can use your hand to get the placement if that helps. And press the foot down into it. And move that on over to the little toe and its partner and press down into it. And release that. Lightly hug the knee in and support it with your hands if you like to come into an ankle roll. Going one direction and then the other. Get all the little poppies out. And take that on down. Take the ball to the bottom of the right foot. And just start a gentle roll through the bottom of the right foot. Just kind of waking up the sole of the foot. finding any major areas of tenderness, I would encourage you after class to look up a foot reflexology chart so you can learn about the associated organs, see what you're working on. And start coming in a little bit deeper. Long, comfortably deep rolls through the arch of the foot. And seek out any areas that have some tenderness. Center the ball right over one of those tender spots. And folding the hands and pressing in until you find that comfortable depth, that pleasurable intensity. And 3 long breaths. Ease up on that just a little bit, little movement over that tenderness. And moving the ball on around. You can choose whether you're going to come back into the same spot or find a new area on your foot. Center the ball right over. And begin to press gently down into it. And find those 3 long breaths as you relax into that pleasurable intensity. Lightly release that depth, little movement over that tenderness. And a vigorous roll through the arch of the foot. Did we do the inside of the arch? I don't think we did the inside of the arch on this one. Slow down your roll. Slow your roll.
Slow your roll.
Slow your roll and let the knee come in. And gently roll the inside of your arch.
That's a new thing.
And then bringing the knee on back in. Take the ball to the bottom of the big toe. Get it right in position and then taking the left heel over the top of the toe. And press the foot down into it to get to the top of the ball of the foot too. And release that, move it onto the next 2 toes. wrap the toes on around it and press down into it. And release that. Move it on over under the little toe and its partner. And press down into the toes. And gently release. Tuck the ball back under the chair. Coming on into the edge of the chair. Bringing both arms forward. And making gentle fists, and pull the elbows in towards you, bending the wrists to get into all those little areas of the wrists and forearms. And extend the arms, spread the fingers. And then bring it back in towards you. And out and spread the fingers. And on and towards you. And out and spread the fingers. Then bring the palms together, bring into heart center. And lower the hands until the balls of the hands start to come apart. Leaving the thumbs gently out of it. Accentuate with a light roll into the wrist to get into each finger, rolling towards the pinky. Each finger towards the pointer finger. Check in that you're still relaxed through your shoulders. And let the fingertips roll down, press the thumbs together. And release the hands and squeeze into the thumbs, squeeze into the fingers. And if it feels good, do a light kneading into the palm. And lightly massaging each finger. Light grasp into the meaty area at the top of your thumb. And massage it out. And switch, kneading through the other palm. Down each finger. And to the meaty area at the base of the thumb. And coming on into the edge of the chair. Spread out through the fingertips. Inhale, coming up overhead. Feel the palms press together. Exhale. Bring it gently into heart center, lengthening the breath. Bring in a meditative quality. Inhale, hands up. And begin a swan dive down over the legs, resting the body on the lap, and release the neck. Let the arms just hang as you roll vertebrae by vertebrae, dragging the arms up with you, bringing the chin up last. Rolling up into the shoulders, exhale back and extend the hands. Inhale, coming up overhead. Press the palms together, exhale into heart center. Inhale, hands up. And dive down over the legs, rest the body on the lap. Letting the arms hang heavy and rolling up, dragging the arms with you. Roll into the neck, exhale, release. Sliding back a little bit more in the chair to to get into a comfortable place for figure fours. Made my nose run. Bringing right ankle across left knee. Flex the right foot to keep the kneecap safe. Find the length through the spine. Let the hands rest gently, not putting any pressure on the joints. And flat back, lean forward just into your first edge of stretch. And just wait in that, wait for some space to open up. And coming all the way up. And flat back, come in a little bit further, find your second edge. Depending on the height of your chair and the length of your legs, if you need a little bit more, you can come up on your toes of the left foot. And coming all the way up. And make your way in, find your third edge. Coming comfortably deep into it. And make your way on up. And bring the feet on down to the floor. Left ankle across right knee. Flex the, left across right. Flex the left foot. Length through the spine and leaning gently in, flat back into your first edge. And wait for that space to open up. And coming on up, and then back in, find your second edge, coming in just a little bit deeper. You can come up on the toe of the right foot if that feels better. And bring it all the way up and back down. Find your third edge. Come in comfortably deep and breathe. Coming on up, release the feet down. Grounding down through the feet, bring left ear towards left shoulder. Start easing into the side of the neck. Take that right hand and press it away to get in a little bit deeper. Begin to work the space, chin lightly up into the front side of the neck. And lightly down, feeling into the back side. And chin lightly up. And down. And release the hand. Start rolling chin towards chest. And make your way up the other side, right ear towards right shoulder. Just start easing into the side of the neck. And taking that left hand, press it away to come in a little bit deeper. You can work that space, chin up and down. Take your time back and forth. Wherever your neck needs a little bit more, hang out in it. And release the hand, come chin to chest. Intertwine the fingers behind the back of the head, light pressure in, and gently shaking the head no, get into one side of the back of the neck and the other. Come right on in center, let the hands come apart and bring the chin on up. Slide back a little more in your chair, taking the right hand down to the chair, left ear towards left shoulder. Lean into it to get deeper into the side of the neck and letting the left arm come down. Lightly bringing chin towards chest and coming on back up. Take the left hand to the chair, right ear towards right shoulder. Lean into it, let the right hand come down to get deeper into the side of the neck. Start coming just a little bit chin towards chest to come back up. Come to a standing position, placing your golf ball off to the side, no tripping hazards. Time check. And we are done with our chairs, so if you want to move that out of the way. Start to find a grounding down through the feet. Take note if the soles of your feet feel a little more open, awake, grounded. Press down through the fingertips. Inhale, bringing your hands up overhead. Feel the palms press together. Exhale, bring it into heart center. Inhale, bringing hands up. And begin a swan dive down, flat back into the hamstrings, then release the back, coming all the way down, release the neck. Inhale, half up. Exhale down. Reverse swan dive up to the top and into heart center. Inhale and swan dive down. Inhale, half up. Exhale down. Reverse swan dive up and into heart center. Inhale, swan dive down. This time bend deep into the knees to place your hands to the floor and stepping back to come into tabletop. tug the triceps in so the eyes of the elbows come forward. Knees lightly apart, toes pointed. And on the inhale, coming to cow pose, arch the back, chin up. And long, slow exhale to cat, tucking the chin in. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Follow the inhale and the exhale. Inhale. And bring it back just to a neutral spine. Wag the tail looking back towards the hips. Feel the spine working in all four directions. And coming on in center. Now we're going to come into a downward dog. If your shoulders are not feeling strong today and you want to opt down, come into a child's pose. If you're up for a downward dog, take the hands a few inches forward. Tuck the toes under and begin straightening the knees. Shift into the feet and press the hips towards the back of the room to lower the head. See if you can work straighter towards the spine, even if that means bending into the knees a little bit. You can bend into the knees and then try working them straighter, deeper into the heels. And create a little pedal, kind of bending into each knee, accentuating into each calf. Come up on the toes, drop down into the heels, and bringing the knees on back down to tabletop, and walk the hands forward, lowering the hips, bend the elbows to lower the body down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, coming up to cobra, and back down. Rolling shoulders back to cobra, and you can stay right there or straighten the arms to come to a modified upward dog. And pressing the hips back to tabletop, tuck the toes under, sit all the way back towards the heels, lowering the head, and walk the hands forward for an active child's pose. As you press into the palms to open deeper into the shoulders. Bring the forehead on up, walk the hands back in, and make your way around to a seated position. Come with legs extended. And a little grounding down through the hips. So you find that length through your spine, gazing forward. Bringing the hands forward. And on the same plane, inhale, reaching forward. Find the exhale coming down gently over the legs. Inhale, rolling up, and exhale. Bring it forward. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, rolling up, and exhale, feel that release. Bringing it forward. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, rolling back up. And exhale. Bring it forward. Inhale, exhale coming down and release into your forward fold. Take a few deep breaths into it. And rolling on back up into the neck and release. Make your way down to a lying position to the floor. Into the hip flexors, walk the feet out a little wider. Hands can either go to the abdomen or out to the sides. Let both knees come over to the right and press up through the left hip. Send the breath down into the belly as you either take the gaze to the ceiling or close the eyes. And let the knees come up and guide them over to the left. Press up through the right hip. And bring the knees on up and repeat back over. Guide the knees to the right. Press the left hip up a little bit more until you get that light flex through the left glute. And bring the knees on up, back over to the left, press up through the right hip. And bring the knees on up, walk the feet back in. Hug both knees into chest and give them a little hug, and rocking from side to side, gently massage into the lower back. And come right back in center. Take the hands to the backs of the thighs, legs for momentum to rock on up to seated. And come to a comfortable seated position, either with legs extended or legs crossed. Taking hands out to the sides, extend down through the fingertips. Inhale, bring hands up overhead. Feel the palms press together. Bring it into heart center. And release.